Hello, everybody. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Hope you had a wonderful one. Welcome to Awakened Positive Power with Darcy Marta, beautiful Darcy Marta, and myself, Jemima Godsall. We come to talk to you about depression, mental health awareness, and suicide prevention. Some heavy topics, but we like to normalize the conversation around these, just sort of chat about different experiences. We sometimes have guests, which is wonderful. And then Darcy and I, have a lot of experience with these things, both professionally and emotionally and spiritually and physically and friends and all that sort of stuff. So we just sort of come from a place of friendship. We just come from a place of being your friend here. If you ever have a topic or a concern, please write down below. We're more than happy to address things. And also there is a disclaimer down below. So if there is any trouble or you need a phone number to call out to, there is a 1-800 suicide watch number. And if you or anyone is struggling, just know that there is that availability to reach out if you need. And happy holidays again. Happy holidays, Das. Woohoo!
Today is winter solstice.
Today is?
Yeah, it's
the
21st. I thought it was 21st. Oh, was it? Yeah. You're right. It wasn't the 21st. But I feel like it's all kind of.
I know you can feel it. But I feel the minutes, what is an extra minute each day of sunlight? I can feel that minute already. I'm like basking in the sun, already waking up a little earlier.
You can feel that change as it hits. It hit on the 21st. That's right. I've been sleeping for 3 days. You can feel it change in shift.
You can feel the energy shifting. And even my clients I do Pilates classes, guys, and this morning they're all coming in going, I feel so much better now. Like I feel like my body is starting to wake up and going, it's like 3 minutes difference, right? But I love the feet that everyone's like lifted up a little bit. Like instead of this, it's like the end of that sort of twirl, that caveman, or the bear man, I should say, bearing stage where bears go into the caves. And up on our way back to spring and beautiful summer and a little longer light. And it just makes a huge difference. As a species, we are not nocturnal. We're day people. So we get our life from.
Yeah, but this is also still the time to hibernate. You should allow yourself to hibernate and go inside, get cozy, stay cozy. Don't push it. It's such a conflict because we have all this celebration stuff happening this time of year when really it's a time to be quiet. And I guess that kind of helps us offset the quiet of the season, the going internal, to spend it with family and to, kind of really honor it with each other.
It's funny though, people in Australia, for example, it's summer there and they're in a heat wave. And they're like, it's just, I remember coming here and it was such a novelty to have Christmas in the snow because it's just such a different experience. But in Australia, they're going to the beach, going to barbecues, having a barbie on the beach for Christmas Day. It's like out in the singlet tops, it's just such a different experience. It's just so funny.
Wow.
So yeah, totally different. But I liked coming here when I came to America, the hibernation, the curl up with cocoa, and because we try hard to do that in Australia. We try to have like the fake snow trees. Why?
Yeah.
It's just like it's the middle of summer. But it's just it was nice to come here. I still kind of feel like it's a bit of a novelty, but curling up with a cup of cocoa.
It's like, by the time Santa gets to Australia, he's like, take your coat off, buddy. Here's a Mai Tai, or I don't know. Go sit down at the beach, have a ice water.
Go for surf, man. Go for surf. Chill out. So Das, let me just touch on something, everybody. Last week I was having some major trouble. I had an car accident, if you didn't already know, and I had some struggling. So Darcy and I talked about our own experience of the car crash and the post-traumatic that comes with it, and it really kicked me sideways. I was already feeling a little bit depressed before this. Seasonally, I don't know, all of the excuses above, being a woman, being me, being Pisces, everything that I can think of sort of was pulling me down. Anyway, and I got into a major crisis last night, and I did text you, Das, sort of during it, just freaking out, knowing that my behavior, but I just can't seem to stop myself. Like I'm seeing myself abuse, and I hate to say that word because it wasn't abuse. It was just me panicking and creating self-abuse, like creating disaster where it's unnecessary in a beautiful relationship I have. Absolutely unnecessary. And I mean, it came from the unnecessary, and I was creating because that's all I know. That's all I'm expecting now that we're actually into like 6 months together. I'm expecting from past experiences for everything to fall apart. So I may as well just get rid of it now so I don't get the heartache later. You know what I mean? So let's destroy it before I have to go into that 14 years of hell again and be stuck. And it just was weird. And I text you, Darcy, just got like, as I said, being aware of my behavior. And you're like, just take a breath, just go to bed. I was like, okay. And I did. I took a bed. I just said, stop, Jemima, stop. Like, stop. Because, you know, when you get on that roll, like, you know, when you have, I'm sure we've all had a fight sometimes, one of those horrible moments when you go, oh God. And you just, the roll, it just keeps coming out and out and out and out. And you forget to take a breath. And this is like the peak of my turning point. Because this morning I woke up, and thank you, solstice, thank you, universe, thank you, shift in my own reality. And I just was like, what the, pardon my language, YouTube, but it's worth it. What the fuck? Like, why? That was absolutely useless. That was pointless. That was absolutely, I was planning on destroying something good unconsciously to help myself in the future, just in case. Wow. And I woke up this morning, I was like, holy moly. And I feel my energy shift. I feel myself like just different. Like I'm back, like to going, okay, get back on that road slowly but surely. I'm not just jumping and go, you know, I'm not going to be stupid about it, but incredible to feel this massive shift in the healing process. And and the importance of honoring the shift I feel and running with it. I'm going to run with it and go do as much as I can in terms of getting back on track with my life. You know, just stop. I was drinking a bit and stop that. I was smoking a few cigarettes to stop that. Because it feels disgusting. I hate it.
Well, it's yeah, and it does feel disgusting, and of course you hate it, and it's just a learned response. But not only that, you know, honestly, I feel part of your blah blah last night or last couple of days was the fact that you were slowly drinking again, slowly. And this is the thing about being an alcoholic or a drug addict is once you're done, you're done. And if you start letting it sneak back, it starts to bring up that shadow self again. And then the doubts come back, and then the perspective comes back, and it re-stimulates all that self-doubt, that bad behavior, that scary behavior, that, you know, warped perspective. It starts to sneak back in. So there is a reason they say, don't even flirt with it. And not only that, you know, the interesting thing about alcohol is that it stimulates the liver, right? We all know that. So in traditional Chinese medicine or metaphysics or whatever the hell you want to call it, they say this: the kidneys hold the fear, the liver holds the anger, the lungs hold the grief, the heart holds the joy and the sorrow, the stomach is the processor. The stomach is the
wow.
So when you, I know, right? So that's a really great piece of information. So when people are dealing with certain illnesses, I will look at them and say, okay, what is that body holding on to? You know, are they holding amounts of fear that they haven't really tapped into and let go of? And so alcohol stimulates the liver, and people who walk around angry, they drink and they get happy, you know, it's like it's stimulating it in that respect, but eventually they'll start to get angry again and more
And it
angry.
destroys too.
Yeah, it
You know,
destroys it. And so does and
destroys
the other and so do cigarettes. Now cigarettes compound this issue. They compound the issue by they also overstimulate the liver because they limit the amount of oxygen stringing through the body to go through to cleanse the liver and cleanse the body. So not only do they limit your oxygen, which is cleansing your body, they also are dumping all these chemicals in. And so you're not getting your oxygen, you're not thinking clearly, you're overstimulated. Cigarettes are a stimulant, even though people say, "Oh, I smoke to relax." I mean, not really. You're smoking to get high, honestly. So, um, but we've been tricked into thinking because it allows you to take a deep breath. Because that's really what you're requiring at that moment is to take a deep breath. But with that chemical dependency sneaking in there, you're not actually taking a deep breath. So it's diabolical. It's truly diabolical. And, you know, so forgive yourself. And also realize that a lot of your um, trip down memory shadow self lane was due to the fact that you were slowly bringing those elements back into your body again, and it was
Yeah.
re-stimulating it back in that way, right? And
Yeah.
now that you've decided, toss those cigarettes out in the trash, break them up, do a little ritual, right? Get rid of them, and then, get rid of the booze in your house. You can give it away or pour it down the sink, do whatever you need to do. You may experience some big feelings again as your body starts to withdraw again from not having the alcohol again. So
Oh,
you'll,
but I'm so excited to feel that detox. Like I feel swollen. I feel dirty inside because of the cigarette smoke. I
yeah,
feel like my stomach is massive because it's bloated, because it is because of the toxins in there and the chemicals from the alcohol. Like I just feel, and I'm a fitness instructor, for God's sake, people.
right.
I mean, please listen. I'm just a human being, but we all mess up. But this is it makes my body feel horrible. And here I am trying to do Pilates class, feeling like I can't even lift, going like, what the heck? And I know I put on like 20 pounds in the last week. Maybe not that much, but I know that maybe it's probably just water, but I feel huge. And it's just like all these things I consciously am aware of, and I'm so in tune with my body because of fitness career, that it's amazing the power of the depression and how it stimulates with did the depression or the alcohol come first? I know the depression came first, and I was
Yeah,
suffocating it with the alcohol, and then
right.
it started to become the depression. It's crazy. It's
And it's
crazy. And
a
I'm
soup.
just,
You're making soup,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
totally, totally. Just glad to be aware of it. I know a lot of people don't have the ability or the experience, or don't want to be aware of it. So many things, but I'm so glad I am, to be able to just go, woof, enough. Like last night could have been the demise of something really precious in my life, and so unnecessary. And I would have been so disappointed in myself. God knows, and I'm not going to waste my time doing that to me or to him or to anybody else around me. Like, what a shame. What a shame that had to happen, and now he's seen the darker side of me and
Oh,
still
I
there going,
disagree. I disagree. I think it's good it happened. I
yeah,
really
yeah,
do. I think it's
yeah,
good.
me,
And I think
yeah.
it's great that, boy, you found a magical and amazing human being who's willing to, even in our darkest, I always say that there's that little light shining through, right? There's just,
Mhm.
maybe we get covered with ash or dirt or whatever is dampening our light, but there's a little light that kind of shines through, and it takes really special people that go, oh, what's shining over there, what's shining over there, I can see it, and willing to, you know either wait till it gets cleansed or dust it off a little bit. So his willingness to wait for your light to shine back through again is pretty,
It's fantastic.
it is. And hopefully you guys will not become codependent on each other, but will continue to
I'm so,
strengthen each other.
funny. When I first got with him, I practiced I know that codependency is like drugs, is like a whole different addiction. And
Yeah,
so I'm so conscious with him and so aware, and everything I say is, no, we can't do that. No, we've got to make sure we keep this and do all this sort of thing to work against what I've done in the past, to try and keep it going long term. Like, and so that's all working great. The codependencies work, and I've got to remember that now that I'm back into, that doesn't become my next addiction, and like,
yeah.
but I'm so aware. I don't want to mess up the love that's available. Like, he's older than I am too, and he's got that sort of balance. And I mean, it's funny. I say to him, "Oh, it's just because you'll know one day." And I think, "Oh my God, how embarrassing!" He's like been through it like, like yeah,
He's looking
he's
at
like,
you like, mm-hmm, I've been there.
yeah,
Swish.
he's just like gently nodding his head, like little laughter, and I'm going, "Oh my God, how embarrassing!" And it's so wonderful to just think like that. He's like, I don't know, he's just seen the worst, and it's beautiful that he's just embraced me and gone, "You're okay, like chill, like you're cool." And it's just fantastic. So glad I've got the knock in the head from the universe, or that fight last night, whatever it's meant to happen, to then wake today and feel strong again. Feel like, Jemima, stop. Like, stop. You're 47 and enjoy this. Enjoy. And I can create my own world, have the power to, the ability to, the situation to, I don't have children. I don't have commitments to anyone but me and my cat and Chris now. And that's fabulous. Like, what freedom do I have? A lot more than so many other people. and I'm not going to bugger it up again. Not. And after all those years of feeling like I was trapped, I'm not going to go back to that sort of place. So it's fantastic. Thank you for your help last night, Darcy. Really, I just read that. You go turn it off, go to bed, shut up. In other words, just go to bed. I was really like, fuck yeah. That was pretty much the beginning of it. I was really like, what the hell am I doing? You know, just.
Well, I mean, I know it's really hard for. I didn't quite say it like turn off and go to bed, but you know, the idea is to find a way to turn down the volume if you can't turn it off completely. You know, going into a safe place, you know, your bed, listening to music, listening to a hypnosis recording, listening to podcasts, listening to something other than your own loop thinking, right? To go in that direction is really helpful when you get into that really deep, oh my gosh, muck. When you get into the muck, right? It's just
down. You just feel like you're going, oh my God, what? Just everything I say is going to create chaos. And I do right now is creating disaster. And then, but you can't. I couldn't help myself. I felt myself spitting like a snake, just. And I was like going, what? The stop. And I couldn't. I mean, I did, but it felt like I couldn't for a long time. And poor Chris was just like taking it, going, you know, no, it wasn't at him about him. So please don't get me wrong. It wasn't an abusive situation. It was that I was really my foul self, like I was abusing myself and just going, I'm not worthy and all that sort of stuff. So it was much more self. That's probably why Chris, bless him, is smart. He was, because if it was abuse, he would have walked away. You know, he wouldn't have been stupid, and rightly so. But it wasn't. It was really about me saying how horrible I am and worthless and pity me, which we all get those days. But hello, frickin' Lulia! I'm so happy. Oh my God, phew! Offload. Damn.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so impressed. I mean, that is not an easy journey. Really not. I'm so impressed. Truly.
Like you really, really pulled me back into that moment of like, okay, just take a breath. Like this is that's the only answer, was to just stop, cease, distract, release, go to bed, do whatever's necessary and walk away from Chris right now, because I just couldn't stop spitting. And remember, I just said to you, I'm like a hiss, and you're like, okay, just take a moment. So thank you for your love and your compassion and your support. Like it means so much to me. Love it.
Always. I have more to spare.
Yeah, well, hang on to some for yourself, beautiful.
Oh, that's the nice thing about it, is it just kind of regenerates itself.
True.
It regenerates itself. We just have to believe that. You know, it's funny, when I used to teach acting classes, one of the big fears for a lot of actors was when they finally learned how to let themselves cry, because you get a lot of actors going, I don't know how to cry. I just don't let myself cry. Okay, so let's loosen that up, right? We got to get through that one. Then once they learn that, they can let themselves cry, then they would be very afraid that they couldn't turn it off. Then after that, they realized they could turn it off. Then there was another deeper level where they would be afraid that they'd run out. Like eventually that it would happen again, that they would have no tears available. And I used to tell them, you always have your feelings all the time. You will never run out of your feelings. They're going to change, but that doesn't mean that you will run out of your feelings. But that fear, those kind of weird fears that show up, where we think we're going to die, or we think we're going to run out of stuff, that kind of thing is a big deal. So congratulations. Good for you. Let's read about where the moon is at right now.
Yeah, today, guys, because it is holidays, that's enough. That's enough of the talk like that. Yay, and thank God it's on a happy note, because there is good times.
Well, let's all give each other a pat on the back. Pat yourself on the back. Say, hey, we got to this moment.
Yep. Everyone give yourself a self-hug. It's so important to
give yourself a big hug. We got to this moment in 2021. We kind of made it through.
Yeah, eerily. I was like lost for a second. Yeah, and to you, Darcy, like congratulations. It's been a strange, whirling year, hasn't it? But we'll talk about that next week, maybe, because we're just over.
Yeah, okay.
All other topic.
Well, 2020 was just like a slam dunk, right? Suddenly we were all turned into a basketball and we were being played by some big basketball game and, from the cosmos, boing, 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 boing. And 2021, it's like we were just dumped on the court.
Dumped. Totally dumped. Yep. I
It's like,
agree. I agree.
oh, how do I find my rhythm again? Forget it. It's not happening.
Yep.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So,
Yay.
this
The moon
this is
powerful.
the disseminating moon today.
Okay, beautiful.
And this phase occurs 3.5 to 7 days after the full moon.
Just
It's
the
when,
case, yes.
right? It's when we disseminate it all.
Oh, wow.
When we
Okay.
breathe out and share what we've learned as we go into the far more yin waning cycle. So that will last under the new moon. So right now, the whole objective is to breathe, let go, and share what you've learned, which is so you're right on target. Right on target. Beautiful. The moon is in Leo. Leos are so interesting. Uh, they understand strength and they also understand pace, right?
Okay.
Yeah. One of the reasons the lion rests is it reserves its strength for when it needs it, right? You reserve those things. You watch a lion lie down, and then it knows when to bring its energy up to utilize it as best it can. And it knows when, hey, it's time to take a nap. So here we are at this disseminating moon in Leo. What a wonderful combination. This is
True.
time to look at everything, let it go, and then take a nap, everybody. Take a little moment to appreciate our bodies. So maybe we can do that now.
Please. Fantastic.
All right. So, I do have these things on my teeth which kind of get in the way of my talking,
You
but
can't
that's okay. I'm drinking a lot of water. So today, let's do real, let's do a body scan. We'll do it for like 10, 15 minutes, deep breathing. I'm going to try to play some music to see if it sounds good. I love this piece of music, so I'll shout out to the performer. It's on Vinlandia, which is Vinlandia, Vinlandia, I think is her production company. Her name is Kaori Anstrom, Kaori Anstrom, Kaori Anstrom. Beautiful music, and I like to listen to this as I meditate, but I gotta turn back on my
I'm
speaker.
going to put my mic on mute just so there's no reverberation. Okay.
Okay, let's see if we can hear the music play. So I just gotta get my little.
Yeah, I shouldn't. No, we can usually on your end. I don't know. No, I won't do it just in case because we don't know if we're recording it because on my end because we're recording on my end. Remember? So I might not do that. I'll keep off mute just in
Oh.
case we lose. Imagine if we lost the music of Darcy's like meditation. That'd be great. And here I am just sitting there. That'd be horrible. Oh God. Okay, no. I'll keep it on, guys, just in case.
Let's see.
We should practice that though and see what happens when we're in our own time. Anyway.
Can you hear that? Do I need to get it closer to the speaker?
There you go.
Is that better? Okay. I gotta kind of prepare this. See if I can get it closer to the computer. How does that sound? Is it too loud for my voice? Okay. It's a good combination. Okay. All right. So this is one of my favorite pieces of music. Let me start it over. Haha. Oops. And of course I just lost it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say the music's coming in and out. It's because you're doing something. Okay.
Dang. you pause for a second?
Yep, sure. Hold on, people. We'll be back in a second.
No, pause.
Sorry. But I don't want to pause because then it stops the. Hold on, guys.
Okay.
I'll get back.
So not technical.
I know, me neither. I'm like, no, what do you mean pause?
I totally embrace my dinosaur personality. Okay.
Me too.
I'm evolving. I'm evolving slowly. Okay. Let's put your feet on the floor. If you're at home sitting in a chair, go ahead. If you can lie down, allow yourself to lie down and put some pillows under your knees, under your lower legs, under your ankles and feet. Let yourself be supported. So allow yourself to lie down and be supported if you can. If you can't, then go ahead and sit comfortably in your chair. Oh, good, Kitty's coming. That's a great sign.
Yeah.
Right. And putting your feet on the floor. And just for a moment, allow yourself to feel your feet on the floor. Close your eyes. Feel your feet on the floor. And notice if you're wearing socks or shoes. Just notice that you're wearing socks and shoes. And how do they feel? Notice what's tight and what's loose. If you're barefoot, just notice what's touching your feet, what's under your feet. Just feeling your feet on the floor. That's right. And now place all your attention on the tip of your nose. Allow yourself to breathe in through your nose and hold for a beat. And exhale through your mouth. Long and slow. That's right. And again, breathing in through the nose. And hold for a beat. And exhale through the mouth. Long and slow. And just breathe easy for a moment. Feeling the air coming in and going out. Feeling the air in and out. And it's amazing how the body breathes so much deeper just after those 2 simple breaths. So let's do one more. Allow yourself to take a real deep breath in, breathing in really deeply, and holding, just holding, 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 and now slowly exhaling through the mouth, long and slow. That's right. And just breathe easy. Notice how much easier it is to breathe now. Easily and effortlessly. The body really appreciates taking those slow, deep breaths. Makes it so much easier for the breath to follow easily. That's right. And now as we go forward, you may notice sounds from time to time. Maybe sounds outside your windows, people talking. Maybe you'll notice sounds inside your room, the animal. Maybe your stomach gurgling, the sounds of your breath. But none of these sounds will bother you. In fact, they'll help to relax you right now, because sounds are just sounds, and they'll just help to relax you right now, letting those sounds be sounds. letting it go, letting it go. That's right. And you may notice that there are thoughts running through your mind, and that's okay too, because thoughts are just thoughts. Memories are just memories. Ideas, they're all just thoughts. And we're just going to allow the thoughts to come and go, the way the sounds come and go, the way the breath comes and goes. The breath comes in and goes out, the way sounds come in and go out, the way thoughts come in and go out, in and out, easy and effortlessly. And you may notice your body sitting in the chair. You may notice your clothes, what's tight, what's loose, what's soft, what's scratchy. You may notice your jewelry or your glasses, your hair. You may notice the temperature of the room on your exposed skin. You may notice the shape of the chair beneath you, or your body lying against a floor. You may notice, and you may notice a tickle, an itch, a discomfort, a movement, a feeling in your body. And all of those things are just touch. It's just touch. It comes and it goes. This too shall pass. That discomfort changes, rearranges. It comes and it goes. Letting it go. Letting it go. The way we let thoughts go. The way we let sounds go, coming and going. The way the breath comes and goes, easy and effortlessly. Just being here now in this body, in this moment. The breath comes and goes. The thoughts come and go. The sounds come and go. And touch comes and goes. And you are safe. And you are loved. And you are here now. With this body, in this moment. And here's a thought that I love. Feel your body sitting in the chair or lying on the floor. Know that your chair or your body is connected to the floor. Just experience that for a moment, being connected to the floor. Feel yourself breathing, being connected to the floor. And now notice that the floor is connected to the building surrounding you. Whatever kind of building you're in, there is a floor that's connected to the building surrounding you. And now notice that the building surrounding you is connected to the ground outside. And now notice that the ground outside is connected to the earth. And now notice that the earth is connected to its orbit. And now notice that the orbit is connected to the sun. And now notice that the sun is connected to the solar system. And now notice that the solar system is connected to the universe. And so, in essence, you right now too are connected to the universe. And really let yourself enjoy that for just a moment. And breathe with the universe. Inside you, around you, supporting you, and loving you. All right, now you can open your eyes and come back in the room. There you go.
Oh my God, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh my God. Wow, that was beautiful. Everyone, hope you feel just good as I do. Thank you, Darcy. Absolutely beautiful.
Sure, my pleasure.
Perfect.
Right, bring
Perfect.
right back in
Perfect day.
your body. Brings you
Woohoo!
in your body and expands you at the same time. What a
And
fun
connection,
idea.
that connection with knowing we're not alone, like
Yeah,
connection to the universe, the power of being interconnected, and our energy and everything plays a role and a part
right
in.
here. It's
Mhm,
all right
mhm.
here. We're all
That's
right here.
that was fantastic. Thank you.
You're
You're
welcome.
amazing.
You're
What a
me.
gift. What a, no, you are. What a gift. And you guys are gifts too. So I guess happy holidays, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. I'm in bliss right now. I don't know what to say.
Good. All
What is
right.
it?
We will
Like,
see you next week. We'll figure out what we're going to do then. I
yeah,
love
we sure
you.
will.
Take
Peace
care.
out. Wonderful, wonderful holiday. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Peace out. Love you.